D. Davison live weatherblog.com overnight edition here on your Friday, going into this weekend. I'm going to take a look at the weekend forecast momentarily, but let's start with tropics. We have Julia, Igor, and Carl. Carl has moved inland and made landfall. Is now a tropical storm and will dissipate over Mexico with heavy flooding rains along the Mexican mountains. It could be pretty devastating. Igor has its eyes on Bermuda, and Julia will turn itself out to sea. We also have another area that has a low percent chance of development, but needs to be watched over the next couple days to possibly develop. Let's start with Igor. National Hurricane Center track brings it right over top of Bermuda. There's now hurricane warnings in effect for the country of Bermuda, and as a category right now, it's a Category 2 hurricane. It may return to a Cat 3 and then back down to Cat 2 as it goes through Bermuda, and then it goes to the north and east. We'll have to still keep a look at it, make sure it doesn't turn any further left for some Canadian provinces up there, but it looks like it'll stay off because after it passes through Bermuda, Bermuda's going to have a rough couple of days coming up. High winds, waves, isolated tornadoes, you name it. You're going to have a lot of problems, storm surge, all that in Bermuda. Taking a look now at satellite image. We have Igor here. He's still very circular. You can see the eyes kind of disappear here. That's where the weakening going. Here's Bermuda. The high clouds will start coming over top of it, and it will deteriorate over the next 24 hours to full hurricane strength winds, probably on Sunday, if not late tomorrow night. And you have Julia, which you can hardly see here. It's influenced by Earl, but it's back here. And like I said, that's moving also to the north-northeast. Computer model data as of right now from the 8 p.m. runs. There's still 2 p.m. runs. Don't know why they haven't gotten more runs in, but we still have the track going over Bermuda, and all the computer models are matching up. We should be getting a new batch of computer models in relatively shortly to take a look at. And definitely upgrade them and keep you updated at liveweatherblogs.com here on Hurricane Igor. Now we're going to have the severe weather. We only have one real chance of severe weather, and that'll be isolated here in northern Missouri, parts of southern Iowa, no outline right there, Illinois, for mainly hail and high winds and a really light outside chance of tornado. 65% on my Davis Risk factor for wind, 50 for hail, and 10% for tornadoes. I'm not expecting, if we see one tomorrow, there to be even one. So that's the latest on the Davis Risk factor and severe weather here in the Midwest. Now we're going to take a look at the weekend forecast here for the Triad and Roanoke Valleys. Beautiful mid-80s weather this weekend, with after clear skies tonight. 85 on Saturday, 89 on Sunday, 85 mostly sunny Monday, 80 on Tuesday with a cool down, and it looks like we're going to stay dry for the next part of next week. So fire danger is going to probably raise again here in the Roanoke Valley. We haven't got much rain over the last couple of weeks, and it's looking to get into this trend that we're not going to. And it's not going to be good for any of the firefighters on lines that we have to go fight the brush fires. I mean, we're fighting off a fire the other day, our one, and some hay. We just had to make sure it was wet down. The winds were gusting over 30 miles an hour out in the field. It was pretty crazy to getting the embers flying. You have problems. And now we're going to go down to the North Carolina Triad for the forecast. Triad's forecast is beautiful too. A little bit warmer on Sunday with 93, and 90 on Monday, but you can see it's usually a couple degrees warmer down in Winston-Salem and the Triad, and it always has been that way. So, and the lows in near 60, but it's still good, it's comfortable, and it's maybe a little above normal, but not by much. We're going into kind of an Indian summer feel this week coming up. Other than that, nothing else really to talk about. There still hasn't been any decision on the Bronx tornado or Brooklyn. If there's been a tornado up there, the verdict's out on that. Of course, the Bumstead tornado, you can see my other blog about that. That was EF1. I remember very well where that is in that area of Bumstead Township. I've been out there doing a storm reports survey out there before, so definitely an interesting place and definitely has to be looked at. Other than that, this is D. Davis from LiveWeatherBlogs.com, and I will talk to you again when there's more information, or tomorrow night. D. Davis from LiveWeatherBlogs.com.